Hi everyone, this is Debbie with BookAndBuJo. Welcome if you're new, welcome back if you've been here before. Today I am so excited to announce Camp SeasonAthon Readathon. Camp SeasonAthon is created by Completely Melanie, and I am a co-host for the Readathon. I'm so excited to co-host again for the SeasonAthon Readathons, and Kimberly from WhimsicalNarratives is our other co-host. The Readathon is going to run from June 1st to June 30th, and each of us will host our own cabin. So this is going to have a little bit of a competition to it, and may the best cabin win. There will be a sign-up form linked in the description box below, so if you would like to join in the Readathon, you can sign up there, and then we will assign your teams once everyone has signed up. And you will find out what team you are assigned to in the SeasonAthon Discord, which I will also have linked for you below. Some of the rules: 1 book per prompt. You cannot double up this time, and you get 1 point per book that you read, and we will have a submission form for each of your books, and that will be linked in the description box as well. Let's get into some important dates and some other housekeeping, and then we will go right to the prompts for my cabin. You want to make sure that you attend one of the sprints, as wink wink, this is one of the prompts. And on Sunday, June 1st, Kimberly from WhimsicalNarratives will host a sprint on her channel starting at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and then I will host sprints on my channel starting at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on June 1st. On June 7th, Melanie will host one on her channel at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. On June 15th, come back over to my channel at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I will be hosting sprints. And then on the 22nd, Kimberly will again host sprints on her channel at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And also during those sprints, if for some reason we will be hosting any others, then we will let you know. And on June 28th, Melanie will be hosting the author live show, and that will be at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, also on Melanie's channel, she will be hosting the after party for the Readathon. You will still have 2 more days to get some more books in, but that one will kind of give you a little bit of a hint on what cabin is at the top. So each cabin will have its own set of prompts. You can read all the prompts you want, or if you just want to read 1, 2, 5 books somewhere in there, that's fine too. Every book counts. You'll want to make sure that you head over to Melanie and Kimberly's channels, which I will have linked down below, to their announcement videos to see which prompts each of the different cabins have, because we all have slightly different ones. Oh, also, before we get into the prompts, one more thing. We will have a spreadsheet available as well to see, if you want to check that, to see what cabin that you're going to be in. For my cabin, once we get all figured out who's in our cabin, we can brainstorm and vote on a cabin name. But we do have a color for our cabin, and that is turquoise. And as a December baby, that works really well. Each of us will have a prompt for our cabins, and luckily the prompt is really easy. It's join one of our sprints. So if you are in my cabin, you'll want to make sure and check out one of my sprints on either June 1st or June 15th. All right, let's get into the prompts. We'll start with the garden. And the prompt is read a book with flowers on the cover. Next, we'll move to the stables. And the prompt is animal on the cover, or the story has an animal companion. Next, we have the outhouse. Read your lowest rated book. Assembly hall. This is for everybody, and that's the group book, The Savior's Champion, the first book in the Savior series by Jenna Marisi. The fire pit. This one is also for everybody, and that is to join the author live show. So if you want to have a non-reading prompt and still get some points, go to the live show. And again, that's June 28th at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Melanie's channel, Completely Melanie. Next up, we have the main office. Read a book with a found family. Then we head to the dining hall. Read a book with food on the cover. Next, we're heading out to get some outdoor time, and we're going to do archery, and that is to read a book with a weapon on the cover. Beach volleyball. The prompt is to read a book that is set outdoors. Now that we've played some games, we're getting a little hot. We may want to cool off and take a little dip in the lake. Read a book with a body of water in the title. So that could be sea, ocean, wake, sound, waves, stream, creek, something like that. We've cooled off. We're ready to get back to it. So let's go ahead and head to the basketball court and read a book with a sport in it. Now we're getting a little hungry, so let's go ahead and head over to the canteen. And for that, we want to read a small book or a graphic novel. So it's a good time to pull out those novellas and maybe a short story or two, and some of those graphic novels would work, comics would work great for this. All right, now we're moving to the dance studio. So let's go ahead and get our freestyle on and do a little mood read. We need something with a little bit of a challenge to it now, so we're gonna head to the climbing wall. And for this, we need to read an intimidating book. And then we want to be a little creative and do something with our hands, and we're going to go to the wood shop. Read a book with a building on the cover. And since we're already kind of working with our hands, let's go on over to the Pottery Barn and read a book with hands on the cover. Could be one hand, could be two, could be more. I will have a video coming up soon that is going to have multiple suggestions for each of these prompts in case you need some help, because I know some of them may be a little harder than others. But here's what I'm planning to read for each of these so far. I may change my mind, but this is what I'm thinking so far. For the garden with flowers on the cover, I'm thinking of reading Scales and Sensibility by Stephanie Burgess. This is the first book in the Regency Dragons series. For Outhouse, the lowest rated book I have on my Goodreads kind of TBR is The Cabin at the End of the World by Paul Tremblay, and this is a 3.33. The next up, I think, was 3.41, and that was one of the Buffy graphic novels, which, I mean, that would have been shorter, but it's okay. And then again, the Assembly Hall, we're going to read The Savior's Champion by Jenna Marisi, and it's the first book in the Saviors series. Again, for the Fire Pit, June 28th, we're going to go to either the author live show at 3 p.m. Eastern, or we're going to go to the after hours party at 7 p.m. Eastern. For the main office, Found Family, I plan on reading A Court of Mist and Fury by Sarah J. Maas, the second book in the ACOTAR series, or A Court of Thorns and Roses series. Dining Hall, food on the cover. Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies, and this is by Heather Fawcett, and it's the first book in the Emily Wilde series, and it has mushrooms on the cover, and mushrooms are food. Mighty tasty. Archery, weapon on the cover. Well, I recently finished Ruin by John Gwynne, so I think I'm going to put Wrath on here by John Gwynne, the fourth book in the Faithful and the Fallen series. Beach Volleyball, book set outdoors. I plan on reading Heartsworn by David Estes, the second book in the Forsworn Oath series. And then we move to The Lake, a body of water in the title. And I plan on reading The Girl Who Fell Beneath the Sea by Axie O. Basketball court has a sport. I'm going to read Icebreaker by Hannah Grace, and this is the first book in the UCM series. Canteen, small book or graphic novel. I gotta do it. Saga Volume 9. I'm almost caught up, almost there. And that's by Brian K. Vaughan and Fiona Staples. And then Dance Studio Mood Read. Well, I'm just going to see what happens. I may put a book club book in here. I may just find something that maybe is on TBR that I haven't gotten into this and read that one. We'll see. I may just continue and read Saga Volume 10. Who knows? And then The Climbing Wall. Read an intimidating book. I realized that I had the Ronin trilogy, which is a 3-book trilogy, and it is over 1,000 pages, so it's very intimidating, but I thought I would start with just the first book for this one, and that is Heart of the Ronin. And the Ronin trilogy, it's an epic historical fantasy, and it's by Travis Hierman, so I'm going to use that for my intimidating book. Woodshop. Building on the cover. I'm planning on reading Something About Mira by Sonali Dev. Pottery Barn, hand on the cover. Brave New World by Aldous Huxley. Now again, you want to make sure you use that form down in the description box to sign up for a team. And then once you get assigned to a team, make sure you head on over to the Discord so that you can interact with all of the other members that are on the team. And the teams will be Melanie from Completely Melanie, Kimberly from The Whimsical Narrative, and me, Debbie from BookAndBuJo. Once you're assigned a team, we'll head to the Discord, and there you can interact with all of your other teammates. Maybe we can come up with a team name. Might be kind of fun. And there we can talk about all the different books that we're reading and other suggestions to help others find some books for some of the prompts. And you want to make sure you head on over to the author live show on June 28th at 3 p.m. as well as the after party at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard. And make sure you check out all of the different sprints that are happening throughout the month as well. So on my channel, it'll be June 1st at 4 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time and June 15th at 3 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I will leave links down in the description box below to both of the other hosts' announcement videos in case you want to see what their prompts are, because not all of them are the same. And let me know down in the comments if you are thinking of participating in Camp SeasonAthon. It's going to be so much fun. And again, June 1st through June 30th. Check the description box for all of the links to all of the other announcement videos, for all of the dates and times of everything that's happening during the month. And I can't wait to participate in June. It's going to be so much fun. And until next time, keep reading. Bye!